See how this is going. See how much lag we're getting. Last video looked like it was moving pretty smooth. Not bad. Alright, we did a lot of Lv2 quest yesterday. I was thinking of using the spear to get my endurance up for these early levels. I might go out and explore the wilderness there. Also thinking of doing some more Tong quest. I can't remember if the Morag's on the east or west bank though. I think it's up here on the right side. Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild that way. Or Tong Council. My gold. Oh, it's alright, get some training. Remember I found a good area for arrows. Oh yes, all the King Edward. Part 5 right there. Wasn't so rare. Political map. Oh, so this is showing all like the factions, huh? Lao covers quite a bit. Almost there is supposed to be a neutral zone. Gated Shrine, huh? I wonder what the X is for. Red Empire, Hello, White, Laurel, Brown Temple. Brown looks a lot like the red. I wonder what the X is for. There you go, Morag. Theater Shrine. I feel like I've been to that shrine before. Passed by on the way to almost there on my mage. Watcher from Daggerfall, long, long ago, when the world was in springtime, before the Red Guards came and the glorious Septim Emperor was formed. When the goblins had driven the dwarves out from Hammerfell, a son Edward was born to King. Sorcerer 1, Daggerfall and his queen, Valara of Wayrest. The young boy lay drowsing in the palace orchard high on a breezy hill overlooking the deep blue bay of Daggerfell. The constant autumn fog of Daggerfall had blown away for the nonce, and the sky was a deep, endless blue. Moments like this were rare for young Prince Edward. This afternoon was the result of a day of scheming, for he craved solitude as the other nobles he knew craved companionship. Now his tutor believed him engaged in extra arms practice. The master of arms believed him chasing deer with the huntsmaster. He thought he was studying Elvish. He studied something Elvish. His father had no idea where he was and didn't care, being occupied with his young wife and their sons and other pleasures of noble life. At the plop of an apple barely missing his head, he opened his pale gray eyes. There was a sweet, rotten smell in his nostrils. He sighed and stared up into the blue. Why should things fall down instead of up? If you stared at the sky long enough, you could feel as if you were falling into it. His eyes gazed and his pupils grew huge as the dark ringed irises dilated. He was weightless, drifting. Another apple fell, grazing his ear. He flitted to crying out as first his rump struck and then his head. The silvery laugh sounded. Edward sat up abruptly and stared around, jaw hanging slack. Two mounted men stood 10 feet away, still as if they were carved from stone, regarding him intently. Princes are not easily intimidated, not even the gentle souled kind, but Edward had never seen or imagined anything like this pair. One had golden skin and was clad in white cloth trimmed with gold and rode a Edward blinked, it was still there, a unicorn. Beside the unicorn was a golden dragon, wings neatly folded, and on his back was a man clad in dark chainmail, a long sword. Beside, he was bareheaded, his eyes glowed red in the dark. His dark face and his pointy ears were elves. What? He's a clever child, the dark elf voice was sardonic. He spoke perfect Bretic. Edward noticed his mind still working, although something seemed to have gone wrong with the rest of him. So it would seem. He did that mostly of himself, remarkable for an untrained child. I merely helped him to concentrate the high up. He also spoke Bretic, but hesitantly and with a slight singing accent. Edward's tutor said that elves were incapable of human speech. Edward's gaze shifted rapidly over the four beings in front of him, unable to find a comfortable resting place. He hoped briefly, fervently, that he was dreaming, his mind seethed with questions and demand them. Quite suddenly, his tongue came unstuck, but I wasn't concentrating at all. My masters all say I'm incapable. Edward clamped his jaw down hard, suddenly realizing that it might be unwise to argue with beings such as these. But the golden elf smiled broadly, showing perfect white teeth. Exactly, he radiated. Such warm approval that Edward felt his skin tingle pleasantly. It was a feeling that he only known with his long-gone mother, but the other elf's face was expressionless, with red eyes bored into Edward as if they would pierce his soul. Morrowind, you're Morrowind, the Witch King. He jumped to his feet and faced the dark elf. You stole my mother. My father will kill you. I did. Really? Shall we call him and find out? The dark elf straightened his eyes glowed deeper. A tiny puff of steam exceeded the dragon's nostrils. A glowing aura appeared around his companion. Edward knew he wasn't going to call the guard. Why should they be slaughtered? These two looked capable of anything. Quite suddenly, he was no longer afraid. They were here to hurt him. They'd have done it by now, but a feeling of impotent rage remained. They'd taken his mother, and now, why are you here? Will you come with us? The high elf spoke. Hearing him was like hearing a harp, cool as a breeze, warm as a fireside. The boy stood very still. He wanted very much to say yes. To his own amazement, he wanted to ask if he would see his mother, but instead, my father, he croaked. We'll miss you, no doubt. The irony was back in Morag's voice, the voice that made Edward think of icicles sparkling and dripping in winter sun, but there was a sort of hunger in his glowing eyes, a longing. His father wouldn't miss him, and he knew it. Shame ran through the boy, but he looked up at the broad-shouldered elf defiantly. "Are you my father?" Edward had met the question that matched the elf's sarcasm, but his hand crept to his ear as if of itself. He wasn't anything like his short-tempered, hardy, red-haired father, and Ron often said he looked like he had an elfin look. There was a heavy silence, and Edward sensed that Morelin was taking the question at face value, but that truth had nothing to do with what Morelin would say next. He would give the expedient answer still. No. It came reluctantly. He might be lying, of course, but Edward felt a deep wave of relief. Does my mother have other sons? Suddenly Edward knew she did not, and that the question would hurt the dark elf, and was glad. Your mother might be dead for all you know, or care, it seems. The dark elf's narrow nostrils twitched as if Edward stank, and the lines around his mouth deepened. She was not dead. Edward would have known the bitter injustice from Merlin's contempt stung. "Did she send you to me? Do you take me for an errand boy?" He snapped and spoke to his companion. "Let us take him now and be gone. Then we may discuss it at leisure." Golden Elf held up his hand, patience. "My cousin, and to Edward. Well, youngling, will you come?" Dark tales were told of human children kidnapped by elves who hunger for young humans. "I don't know your name," Edward temporized. "Do you love your life here so much?" Edward looked at the palace in the distance, the banners floating lazily above the town below, the sparkling bay, the distant mountains. "I love Daggerfall." "Ah, and you shall return to hold it." Prince Edward. "I, Eirik Harid Wogan, the Archmagister, swear it to you." Morelin swung about. Protesting sharply in Elvish, the dragon spat a bit of flames, but the unicorn did not move. Its golden eyes regarded Edward steadily. Unicorns do not abide any sort of falsity. The words floated through his mind in his mother's voice. "Eirik, the Archmagister, I will come with you. You must ride with Morelin, the Lord Akadash has consented to this necessity." The elf made a sweeping gesture towards the dragon. He wasn't fit to touch a unicorn, of course. "Very well, then. I don't suppose I could bring my dog." Where was he? Shag was always with him, asleep in the grass. Shag, the ever alert. Edward knelt to touch him. A heated discussion in Elvish ensued, during which the dragon scorched the grass. Merlin swung down and picked Shag up with distaste. "Very well, then, but I warn you that Akatosh is at the limit of his patience." "Mount then." "Lord Akatosh, I'm most deeply obliged by your indulgence, if ever I may repay it." "You will," Merlin interrupted. He seized Edward by the belt and tossed him up onto the dragon. Edward settled himself between the dragon's neck and the wings, and the sleeping Shag was draped limply in front of him. "There isn't room for—" Edward began, and jerked in astonishment as the dragon shifted beneath him and grew larger. Much, much, much larger. Merlin vaulted up behind with a prodigious leap. New one for one in armor. The unicorn jumped the 9-foot wall, clearing it neatly. The dragon's great wings stretched, he crashed and leapt into the air. His rider swayed wildly. The dark elf muttered something Edward could understand in Elvish, and they steadied the wing speed strongly. The dragon circled lowly over the keep, gaining altitude slowly. People were running about now, shouting and pointing. Edward saw his old nurse and waved and shouted, "Goodbye, goodbye, I'll be back sometime." Arrows flew through the air as bowmen shot, while the nurse screamed and clutched at the arms of those nearest. King Corsair ran naked into the battlement, screaming and waving his fist. "Child of a demon, come back and I'll thrash you within an inch of your worthless life. Morag, come down and fight like the man you aren't." Loud laughter rang clear as temple bells cascading over the keep. He shouted, "Be glad I don't, little king of the small cock." The dragon circled almost lazily and let out a huge gout of flame. Arrows clinged harmlessly off his golden scales. "I'm off to see my mother," Edward screamed out, noting the upturned faces of his stepmother and her red-haired sons. Rowing in a fur-trimmed robe clutched around her. But her long hair floated wildly, 4 pairs of eyes fastened on him, not Merlin, glittering with fury and hatred. Edward stopped waving and clutched Shag tightly with both hands. Merlin's mail-clad arm was securely about his waist. Edward slumped again against him, feeling quite safe for the first time in a very long time. While the bowmen had stopped shooting, most of them were looking at the royal family. The king danced with rage. The great dragon's lit rings beat harder now, and they head due south over the water. "Are you going to Ebonheart?" The boy twisted around and looked at Morag. "Your mother awaits you at the first hold in Somerset, little prince. Did you wait so long? Why did you wait so long to fetch me? Fatherless child, do you think dragons and unicorns do the bidding of elves or men? Your mother came to me full willing, but she could not bring you. You were too closely guarded by your father's men. Would you have us lay waste to your land and take you by force? She thought you would be safe and cared for, and she was desperate. No, this was the dragon's plan. All the astonishing events of the afternoon, this was the most surprising. The notion that a dragon should take an interest in him, and even his own family did. But willing, the elf said, "Full willing. You are the focus of large events, youngling. Your task is to prepare yourself to be a king such as your people have never known. Our task is to aid you." Waves of sleep assaulted Edward's mind, one after another, but he meant to ask Merlin about his mother. But the last wave was too big. It crashed right over him and slipped into a dark, fire-shot dream. Alright, so chapter 1, he met the unicorn and the dragon.
I'm so hungry. I could eat a rat.
Started his quest.
How are you today?
Okay.
You may speak.
My legs! Get someone quick! Help!
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. I better lay off the musty.
It's fine with me. Go ahead.
Is she a vampire? What's going on? Morag executes writs and performs special duties as the ruling house directs. Guild members never harm or steal from anyone except the target and the legal writs of execution. Never betray our secrets or our identities. Break any of these rules, you must immediately speak with your master to regain your good standing. Be targeted for execution. We're not accepting writs now. Action numbers only. What do you think I'm doing here? No. Arrows.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. Speak, traveler.
Doing okay?
Go ahead, stranger.
What's this about?
Rani Dulo. That's the push at the start.
What do you want?
I need to go back. You know, hello. Alright. Wonder if they did they did quests for them here. Yeah, writs. They're not accepting writs. They have too many writs.
Don't stand about. Get moving.
Okay, I'm listening.
Go ahead.
I can run back, yeah. Oh, hello. Seems like it would be the Oahu compound.
Speak, traveler.
Guessing down in like the waste works or something. Under the arena.
How can I be of service?
Keep
to you?
moving. Not now, Outlander. Head on.
At the arena. It's a St. Olms or whatever. Or not sure which would be faster.
So what do you
Sarah.
want?
This still might be faster. Don't have the dialogue still, but I know where I'm going at least.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
I guess I missed out on stealing some stuff. Making some potions. And that. Something's over here.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Under the arena.
Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Refill my coffee real quick.
We're watching you.
If I'm even capable of getting slaughterfish in the water. I don't get aggressive or flee, so I don't. Seems I have to get in the water. Right. Is spear really so bad? Maybe. Oh. I might need to try to get spear before I can. It's a spear. What else? So. Damn you, fish. Much better with his teeth than I am with my spear. Oh. I struck him. gotta hit in. You're rested as well. Clever fish. Three hits got me to 25%. It's not too bad.
Do you want something?
A dreamer. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, a little bit of training, not too bad. That works, huh?
We're watching you, scum.
It's been a really long time, but I thought I remember it being down here. Maybe I'm getting confused with the Skyrim Thief skill. Arena. Takes me outside, I think. Fingers crossed I can find the soul steel weapon. I should probably look for one of those chaps. Not sure what drew the bow back there. I wasted that earlier, but... Oh, Asham has fortified intelligence. Well, this... That was just strength. We're selling. This week, a whole bunch. Nice. That's intelligence too, I think. I think this is speed. Why not? What's all that? Swift swim. What did I get that's weighing me down? It was only 1 pound. Range. I wonder. I only have a couple feather potions too. that didn't do it, but it would. Oh, spicy heroes. Suppose I could leave some of my heroes behind. Hey, security, nice. Chances Folly. I'll take it. Any more rat meat? Sneaking still. Sneaky. Door lock, not bad. Frostbite dagger. More arrows. Hidden area. Oh no. I wasn't expecting a difficult lock. Good. Friends, I'm here to join.
Make it quick, Outlander.
I'm looking for a halal guy.
Say your words.
Where you at? Where you at?
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I've been watching you, and we are pleased. One of your exceptional talent cannot go unmastered. Join us. I will join. I'll let you join as a probationer. In full membership, you must pass a test. Here's a writ for honorable execution of foreign order. You can find him in the Elven Nations Corner Club, which is in the Halal Plaza. Slay him honorably and report to me. Those who have wish I had my other teleport skills. Maybe somebody here can. Not touch your
Yes.
mic.
What is it?
Oh, 1% chance. Short blade, light armor, and
I'm
sneak.
listening. Go ahead.
Mathera.
Hand-to-hand acrobatics and sneak. Alter. Blasted rat. Way more than I expected. Let's see. People train in spear around here. Saw that arena training.
Go ahead.
Armored seems like a pretty good one to get too. Gets you speed. Always down for some speed. Schmin. Yeah. Heavy armor gives endurance. I'll be right back here.
I suppose it is my duty to help those less fortunate than myself.
Okay. Full ebony armor, huh? Great. Still 4. There we go. 2222. Yes.
We're watching you. Keep moving.
How close am I to this level? 5.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I am right here.
Keep moving.
How's my speed 2 still? Come on.
Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
Okay. Next level should be a nice multiplier.
Not now, Outlander. Head on.
First the speed and endurance. Next I'd be like endurance and agility, I think. My strength's up really strong. Okay. Palau Plaza. 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Oh, they're both 4 1/4. Arena. Okay. Which one? Those are scales. Way over there. Okay. The fastest way is just walk there. So I need a Elm Sieve enchantment as well. That would make traveling around here faster. It's crazy making the enchantment for the mark, or paying somebody to make it, I should say. Cost 24,000. Plaza. Plaza's gonna be around the corner here, I think. Trusty bow.
So what do you want?
Roarin' Orin. I should sell some stuff. Let's get rid of some things.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
General goods. General goods you don't want to buy. General good. Strange. Doesn't have anything of interest. Not really holding all that much. I'm kind of confused as to what's weighing me down. Maybe 165 stairs. Feather health. Fair amount of health potions. At times she was 16, Manova Alos had been an unwelcome guest in every shop and manor in Balmora. Sometimes she would take everything of value with another. Then other times it was enough to experience the pure pleasure of finding a way past locks and traps. In either situation, she would leave a pair of dice in a prominent location as her calling card. Let the owners know who has brickled them. That's fun. The mysterious ghost became known to the locals as Chance. A typical conversation in Balmora at this time. My dear, whatever happened to that marvelous necklace of yours? My dear, it was taken by Chance. The only time when Chance disliked her hobby was when she miscalculated and she came upon an owner or a guard. So far, she had never been caught or even seen, but dozens of times she had uncomfortably close encounters. There came a day when she felt it was time to expand her reach. She considered going to Vivek or Ganes, but one night at the 8 Plates, she heard a table of Heron Ancestral Tomb. Tale of Ancestral Tomb. An ancient tomb filled with traps and possessing hundreds of years of the Heron family treasure. Heron. The idea of breaking the spell of the Heron Tomb and gaining the fortune within appealed to Chance, but facing the Guardians was outside her experience. While she was considering her options, she saw Ulster Moresby sitting at a table nearby. By himself as usual, he was a huge brute of a Breton who had a reputation as a gentle eccentric. A great warrior who had gone mad and paid more attention to the voices in his head than to the world around him. If she must have a partner in this enterprise, Chance decided this man would be perfect. He would not demand or understand the concept of getting an equal share of the booty, or if worse came to worse, he would not be missed if the inhabitants of Heron Tomb were too much for him, or if Chance found his company tiresome and elected to leave him behind. Ulster, I don't think we've ever met, but my name is Manova, she said, approaching the table. I'm fancying a trip to the Heron Ancestral Tomb. If you think you could handle the monsters, I could take care of unlocking doors and popping traps. What do you think? The Breton took a moment to reply, as if considering the counsel of the voices in his head. Finally, he nodded his head in affirmative, mumbling, yes. Proper rock, hot steel. Chitin walls beyond doors. 53. 2 months in bed. Splendid, said Chance, not the least put off by his rambling. We'll leave early tomorrow. When Chance met Ulster the next morning, he was wearing chitlin armor and had armed himself with an unusual blade that glowed faintly of enchantment. As they began their trek, she tried to engage him in conversation, but his responses were so nonsensical that she quickly abandoned the attempts. A sudden rainstorm swelled over the plain, dousing them, but as she was wearing no armor and Ulster was wearing slick chitlin, their progress was not impeded. Into the dark recesses of the Heron tomb they delved. Her instincts had been correct. They made very good partners. She recognized the ancient snapwire traps, deadfalls, and brittle pegs before they were triggered and cracked all manner of lax, simple tumbler combinations, twist hesp, double catch varieties from antiquity with no modern names, rusted heaps that would have been dangerous to open even if one possessed the actual key. Ulster, for his part, slew scores of bizarre fiends, like which Chance, a city girl, had never seen before. His enchanted blade's spell of fire was particularly effective against the frost archons. He even saved her when she lost her footing and nearly plummeted into a shadowy crack on the floor. Not to hurt thyself, he said, his face showing genuine concern. There are walls beyond doors. In 53, Drain Ring. 2 months back, Proper Rock. Come, other Chance. Chance had not been listening to much of Ulster's babbling, but when he said Chance, she was startled. You had introduced yourself to a Miniva. Could it be that the peasants were right? That when madmen spoke, they were talking to the deed in Prince Yarga, who gave them advice and information beyond their kin? Or was it rather more sensibly that Ulster was merely repeating what he had heard tell of in Balmora? In recent years, Chance had become synonyms with lockpicking. Synonymous? As the two continued on, Chance thought of Ulster's mumblings. He had said chitlin when they met, as if it had just occurred to him, and the chitlin armor that he wore had proven useful. Likewise, hot steel. Is an enchanted blade? What could walls beyond doors mean? For 2 months back. What numbered 53? The notion that Ulster possessed secret knowledge about her and the tomb they were in began to unnerve Chance. She made up her mind then to abandon her companion once the treasure had been found. He had cut through the living and undead guardians of the dungeon. If she merely left by the path they had entered, she would be safe without a defender. One phrase he said made perfect sense to her. Drain ring. At one of the manors in Balmora, she had picked up a ring purely because she thought it was pretty. It was not until later she discovered it could be used to sap others' vitality. Could Ulster be aware of this? Could he be taken by surprise if she used it on him? She formulated her plan on how best to desert the Breton. As they continued down the hall, abruptly the passage ended with a large metal door. Secured by a golden lock, using her pick, Chance snapped away the 2 tumblers and bolt and swung the door open. The treasure of Heron tomb was within. Chance quietly slipped her glove off her hand, exposing the ring as she stepped into the room. There were 53 bags of gold. 53? Well, it's been a long and ring that all getting together. As she turned, the door closed between her and the prey. On her side, it did not resemble a door anymore, but a wall. Walls beyond doors. For many days, Chance screamed and screamed as she tried to find a way out of the room. For some days after that, she listened dully to the laughter of Shiragoth within her own head. 2 months later, when Ilstra returned, she was dead. He used a rock to prop open the door and remove the gold. All came together. That's a good one. This is Folly. Alright. We're looking for Morag.
What was I?
Or you're not in, right? Morag. What is it? It's kind of a name.
You talk too much, Outlander.
No, I don't think so.
Here it is. This one. Look for something enchanted. 2020. I have seen a lot more arrows than I have seen darts. Not saying I'm not interested. Dart. Why is this one a dart? That one's a dart. Is it bolts that I need? Those are actually like throwing. Could be. 1 of 10. 1 of 3. Much stronger. I have a lot of room to carry all that. Sell the arrows. Six. It cost me. $300. Close. Negotiate it down a bit, maybe. So.
Outlander.
Kind of silly, but. Like it.
Keep moving.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Go on about your business.
Enchanted gear here either.
Speak, traveler.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick. Wealth beyond measure, Outlander. Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Something like this. These iron arrows are my calling all card.
Do I know you?
What is this about?
Speak freely, friend.
You. That's loud. Alright,
Do I know you?
pause it.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Speak, traveler. Outlander, what do you want?
Of course. What may I do for you?
I think they mentioned this place by name. Ah. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Probably nothing. Wealth beyond measure, Outlander. What do you want?
In the middle of all these people.
What can I do for you?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Made it black.
Do I know you?
And how are you? Can I help you?
I have you!
That seems to do quite a bit of damage.
Die, Victor!
Life's end is approaching.
This is the end of you, Swit!
Stepped in my way.
You will die!
Shit. Very strong.
Now you die!
Now you die.
Now you die!
Is nearing an end.
But I stopped it.
You will die.
A little bit of cheating here. Somewhat.
Your life's end is approaching!
Die, Fetcher.
Yeah. Alright. Switch to the dagger, maybe.
Now you die!
Die, Fetcher.
It's a close one.
Your wounds are great.
Alright, let's see. Try this guy too.
Oof!
How do you do?
I dodge a few attacks.
Die, Fetcher.
Otherwise, I could go get a drink, I guess. Get like, other way I could handle it.
Oof!
Oh! There's a lock on the door. Other way I could have handled it. Trying to get my agility up.
Oof!
Yeah. Whew. Tough one. Let's. Undead report to my actions. They saw me die and come back to life 20 times. Like, oh shit, let's not report these actions. They'll say we're crazy.
Let's hear it. There's someone watching me. I can tell.
If you want something, now's the time to talk.
Huh?
Haven't I heard of you?
There are many creatures beyond the cities. Good hunting.
It's dead? Then look. Want to do his writs or the other? I'll save it here. Let the game lag in a bit.
Yes. What is it?
I'll try resetting the internet here, see if I can fix this. Be right